So for lotion, we're always going to cover the homemade option first and then the store-bought options next. There is a simple lotion that many people in our community have used, and this is the ingredients right here. All right, and I will share this with the attendees, and this will also be in our community website at community.superhumantransformation.com. Half a cup of a liquid oil. Now, my preferred oil here is going to be fractionated coconut oil. So coconut oil solidifies because of the saturated fatty acids. Fractionated is a liquefied version of coconut oil. It's my favorite. Then you can do a quarter cup of coconut oil. All right, because that adds a little bit of thickness to it. A quarter cup of beeswax. 2 tablespoons of shea butter or cocoa butter. I like cocoa butter better than shea butter, but some people love shea butter. And then something for some scent. All right, so you're going to heat this up in a little saucepan or maybe a double boiler, and then mix it until it mixes really, really well. Let it cool, and this is an amazing lotion. Super simple. All right. If you have questions as I'm going through this, just click the button, ask a question, put the question there so we can answer it for everyone to benefit from. All right. So tested, legit. There's several people in our community that have used this over the years. This is an old school recipe. Okay. I like body butters. All right. This is not my favorite body butter, but we make this. Arnica makes this. I think she slightly modifies it, but it's almost identical to this. You do half a cup of shea butter, half a cup of cocoa butter, half a cup of coconut oil, half a cup of some kind of a liquid oil. Again, I love fractionated coconut oil, but avocado oil works great. Olive oil works great. And then something for some scent. All right. Mix this up. When it, after you mix it up from heating, when it solidifies a little bit, it's just soft enough that you can dip your fingers into it. And again, you can put this all over your body. All right. So tested and legit. Like there's a lot of people that absolutely love this. All right. Now, my favorite body butter is an animal-based body butter. And as an experiment, because my thought process was, I'm an animal. This is not olive oil. This is not, my body is not coconut oil. My body is not jojoba oil. So what if I made something that was just animal-based? And when I put it together, like it is my favorite body butter that I've ever used and put together. And I swear that it actually heals cuts and wounds and things. So because I had this little, I rarely get breakouts. Sometimes if I had too many carbohydrates, I have a little breakout. So I had a little breakout right here. And it was right after I made this, I started putting that on it. And I swear within like a day or two, it was like, it almost looked like it was healed up. Beeswax is extremely healing. It's antimicrobial bacterial. So it prevents infection, but it also contributes to healing. So this was the experiment that I did. Half a cup of ghee, half a cup of lard or tallow or duck fat. I actually ended up using majority lard, and I had some leftover duck fat, and I just threw that in there. All right. And then a quarter cup of beeswax. Put this into a little saucepan, heat it up and stir it, mix it, and then pour it into a couple jars and let it cool. You can leave it alone, which this last batch, I did not put any scent into it, and I absolutely love it. I use it for my face, but then you could also put like a little bit of vanilla or a little bit of some essential oil, and it would be great. All right. It is literally like a healing balm. I absolutely love it. If you're vegan or vegetarian, we're not talking about eating this. We're talking about putting it on our skin, so that might be a consideration. I think it's extremely good for you. So, all right, but all those are worth experimenting. I don't think you can go wrong with any of those. So maybe if you're on the fence about which one you want to experiment with, you could just make one, use it until it's gone, make another, use it until it's gone, and you got some trial and error there, and you got the rest of your life to experiment with this stuff, right? But this stuff, I think, is as good or better than anything you're going to find in the store. Now, if you want some stuff that you can find in the store, if I pull it up here, it's the specific version that's up here, because every one of these brands is going to have like, you know, a million different varieties and combinations and scents and things like that. There's only some that actually pull up as EWG verified or a good rating on the EWG. Attitude tends to be a really, really good product. And I think we'll see here that there's a bunch of them. No, actually, that's when we get the shampoos, right? So this specific Attitude had really good ratings from EWG, has really good ratings on Amazon. And I don't know anybody that's used it, but that's one of our top picks there. Also, this C kind seems to be a really, really good product. All right, good ratings, also really good EWG ratings. This is one that we used. This is one that we found when we were sitting there scanning in Whole Foods, looking at different products. The Honest Company. This one has no scents whatsoever and works really, really well. How do we know it works well? Because we rub it in. It doesn't seem to stay greasy, and the skin stays kind of soft and supple for a little bit afterwards.